Welcome back to From the Scriptwriter's Table, which is part of Winding Trails Media. I'm David Lucas, president of Winding Trails Media. And today we're going to talk about using sound effects as background. Okay, here again comes in the art of writing the audio drama or radio play. One equals the other. Sound effects are used for background, not only to show action and set moods and be able to paint the picture, but they are very quick to establish the scene, where the scene's occurring. Now, they can also be very tiresome, very irksome, and annoy not only the person putting on the play and trying to do the sound effects, but it can annoy the listener. And you can annoy the engineer the sound engineer at your own risk. Annoying the audience is death. Don't do that. So how does sound effects work? In a short scene, you can have that sound effect as a background. It's not going to be an issue. It's the longer scenes when it becomes an issue. Usually, the way sound effects are used in the background for a longer scene is that you're going to have the sound effect establish where you're at, then dialogue is going to start, and you're going to want to put in about sound effects that you're going to want to fade out or fade it to the background or fade it out completely. Now, one other thing about sound effects for a background. Sound effects alone as a background sound, what I'm saying is beyond the establishing of a scene. You don't need to keep it going. Pretty much, if it's occurring like at a train station, you have a train whistle, a little background noise fades out as dialogue's occurring. We know where we're at. Same thing with car sounds, someone's driving, whatever. Now, one other thing that the sound effects can be used as a background is for scene shifting. Now, I'm teasing you with this information because we're not going to get back to scene shifting for quite a number of days. Not exactly sure how many because I have to look at my outline for these talks, but I can tell you it's going to be a while. We're going to talk about music and dialogue long before we get there. But it is a scene shifting tool. And I want you to just put that in the back of your mind, or if you're writing this down or whatever, know that we're coming back to it. Okay, so that is talking about using sound effects as background. Tomorrow we're going to talk about stylization through sound effects, tossing in a little more art into the writing of the audio play. But before we end this for today, a bunch of invites for you. Number one, once a month, we are holding a scriptwriter's table where you, even if you're not working on an audio drama, if you are stuck on a story you're working on, this is a networking tool or networking event that will occur on the second Saturday of the month. This next one is June 11th at noon Central Time, which is GMT -6. Go to windingtrailsmedia.com, click on web courses for writers, and you'll find it on there. It is absolutely free. It is not a place to pitch a story to me. Yes, I'll be running it. Do not pitch any stories to me at all. If you're interested in pitching a story, stay tuned. But bring it there. When you register, it's going to take you to PayPal first. There will not be a charge for that. It's just strict inventory control to make sure not too many people sign up for it. Okay, if you're interested in pitching a script, we are open right now for scripts. Now, depending on when you're watching this, if we've closed for that for some reason, we'll be opening pretty quickly. We'll be closing it and opening, closing it. So never be afraid if we're closed for scripts. Right now we are open. We are looking for audio scripts. Information is on windingtrailsmedia.com. Click on script call, and that will take you to the information on what we're looking for and formatting, and there's a couple links for formatting. Great resources, even if to read beyond what we're talking about on these episodes. Finally, I also want to ask you to please sign up for the newsletter. It is a monthly newsletter. Out there will be additional communication about calls for scripts, shows we're going to be producing, information on radio plays, things for writers, stuff about Write Pack Radio, which is something else we produce, which is writers talking about the writing industry for other writers. Finally, I'm going to ask, please subscribe to this channel. 2, share it with your friends. If you're getting stuff out of it, please leave comments. And finally, find us on Facebook and Tumblr and Twitter. And once again, share that with your friends that are in writing or that are just fans of audio plays. Because we have a whole nother separate running playlist. We'll have a new episode every week about being fans of radio plays. And next to me, I guess I get to introduce to you. Come here. Sometimes you'll hear them on Write Pack Radio. Let me introduce Pumpkin the Plot Cat. Yes, and now he's not too happy because all I wanted was attention, and I just gave him worldwide attention. So, anyway, tomorrow, once again, we're going to talk about using sound effects for stylizing your story. See you tomorrow. Thank you, and have a good one. Have a great day writing.